everyone, I'm Soperific and welcome back to the video. Now, this is going to be a short video. I was going to make this an Exoperific talk episode, but I decided to make it in its own thing. And this is going to be a quick video just talking about the pros and cons that I have with the game Telltale's The Expanse. Now, if you guys don't know, a few months ago, back in July, I uploaded me playing the first episode, and come to realize, after completing the first episode, I learned that that game wasn't just like an original thing. I realized it's actually based off of a TV show that's been running for like a few years now, and it's like 5 seasons deep. And that's probably another thing why I couldn't get into the game as much, because, you know, Telltale has made some games with their IP, but I don't really know who is familiar with The Expanse. I mean, it's a pretty big show, but I didn't know about it, so, you know, half of my interest kind of gone like that. I mean, I did try giving the TV show a chance, but I couldn't get through it. I didn't really like it. When you have a game that's based off an IP, you know, you kind of got an audience for that, but for the newcomers, it's kind of jarring. And I couldn't really get into it. And I feel like with this type of game, you have to be familiar with the TV show because they talk about a whole lot of stuff. And even though they do try to teach you about stuff like, you know, the in-game universe and how things work, they have their own language and all that stuff, some world building stuff. It's pretty cool. But for a newcomer, it's very jarring. It's kind of hard to get into if you're not into it before. So that's what kind of turned me off from it, and I just couldn't really get into it. So half of my enjoyment was gone like that, like I said before. There was also a lot of like story and lore moments that I guess was from the TV show, so that's why I couldn't really sympathize with the characters as much, or, you know, pretend to care at least. I understand you only have so much time to do with 5 episodes, but I don't know why they couldn't make this longer. Like, I don't know if anybody else felt this way, but to me, I played through all 5 episodes because, you know, I already spent like $45 in the game, so I'm gonna make sure I get every worth of my penny. But yeah. Once the game ended, I'm like, wow, that's it? I only felt like at the end of the episode, things were finally starting to pick up. Like the 4th and 5th episode, that's when things were really starting to turn up and I was actually getting interested, kind of, and then it just stopped. And all we have left is waiting for the bonus episode. I think it's called Archangel, which is coming sometime in November. But yeah, I don't know if it was the pacing or the fact that I wasn't familiar with the IP, but yeah, story-wise, I did not really care for the characters. I mean, I did like some of them, but I couldn't really get like emotionally connected to them. Like when Maya died, I'm like, oh, that's sad, but I really didn't care. And also, for another thing I don't like is, you know, just some of the segments where you have to actually explore the cabin and whatnot. Like, I feel like those segments were pretty slow. And the puzzles were alright, I didn't really mind them. For the quick time events, I really enjoyed them, although I do wish they had like a difficulty setting like they did in News Tales from the Borderlands. Wow, I can't believe I'm referencing that game, considering the fact that how much I did not like it. But I did like how they had the difficulty with QTEs. Like, I feel like the QTEs in this game, like if you messed up, it was too forgiving. Plus, they gave you too much time to, you know, catch yourself. When it comes to these choice-based games and quick time events, I want a challenge, so I feel like even though I messed up on some of the things, I didn't get punished for it, and I had enough time to recover from it. I didn't like that. And yeah, I think that's like all the cons I could actually think about at the moment. For a newcomer that was not familiar with the IP, I couldn't get into the story. I didn't like how forgetting the QTEs were. The pacing and the exploration bits of the game were kind of slow and boring. And all in all, the game was too short. Those are my cons for it. Now for the pros, so I can actually be positive and give Telltale some praise, not just be a negative Nancy. I love the presentation, you know, the whole space thing. I like the animations, I like the visuals. Everything looks super crisp for a Telltale game. And this is because they're finally on a new engine. And it was like for their older Telltale games, before they went bankrupt and the company had to shut down, they were running on the same engine for years. Like the majority of the new games that are coming out, they was using the same engine. That's why, you know, there was so many like bugs and stuff. But I'm happy they got a new engine. I hope they can get accustomed for it. And although I didn't really enjoy this game all in all, I hope it does well, so, you know, you can actually give them an incentive to, you know, keep on giving us new games. Like, I know they're coming out with a new Wolf Among Us, but to be honest, what I want from Telltale is a new Batman, a new season of Batman. That's what I want, a continuation of that. I need that, please. But yeah, I'm not sure what else to say. Those are the positives I can give the game. You know, the animations, the visuals, everything looked great. I like the voice acting, even though it did sound very weird and funny at times. All in all, if I had to give this game a rating, honestly, I think I might just give it a 4. Maybe a 5, I don't know, around that. But yeah, I didn't really enjoy this game, but if you did, I'm happy for you. I'm just hoping Telltale, you know, after they get Wolf Among Us out, we can hopefully get some other games. But yeah, that's my opinion on Telltale's The Expanse series. I was going to record my entire playthrough of the game, but once I got to the second episode and I was recording for a certain amount of time, I was like, man, this is boring. I'd rather just finish the game my own thing, because trying to commentate on the game that's like that deadpan, it's like, I can't do it. But yeah, those are all my thoughts on Telltale's The Expanse game. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I decided to at least give you this because, you know, I'm not going to record me playing the rest of the series. But yeah, I was going to do something similar for this with Mortal Kombat 1, but I didn't. And if you want to know the reason why, check the description for the recent live stream I did. And I have a timestamp in the description of that live stream explaining why I didn't do an explanation video for Mortal Kombat 1. You can just see the whole explanation in that live stream. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm going to get out of here now because I have Sonic Superstars installing and I want to play the game. So I'm going to see how it is. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here so I can edit this video and get it uploaded. And yeah, I'm Soperific, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.